we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live at Poor. Yes. We are. Eastern Star Exit Interstate 26. Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue, and we open for biz. Closed on Sundays and Mondays, of course. Open today. Go Tuesday through Saturday, and we go at it. So there you go. Go Tuesday through Saturday, and we go at it. So there you go. We are going to be here for the next couple of hours talking sports. A lot of it. Jeff Birchfield joins us a little bit later on. Showcasing and previewing the new race on the circuit for NASCAR. And it's a road course race in San Diego. He'll be long talk about that. I guess who would be calling me? I don't know who this would be as I go on the air, but we're going to take care of that. Anyway, we're here live again at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue, soon to be location number 2 in downtown Elizabeth. We'll see if we can get Brian on there to give us an update of what's happening with that. But our lead story will be a young man out of Elizabethton. Oh, yes. And then we'll talk about Brendan Sorsby. And we'll get right into Major League Baseball. It's Spencer Strider and what all's going on with the Bravos. So lots to cover. And let's jump in and go with it. And let's start with the national anthem as we always do. And we'll do it with, let's see who gets to be on board today. Let me think here. National anthem. Yeah, Faith Hill, bring it on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang the bombs bursting in air, yea, through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Can the girl sing it? She can bring it. I'm telling you, she can do it. Faith Hill. All right, front page, Johnson City Press. Here it is. Today's sports. Will Bowers going to be another Cyclone. Come back for his senior year kicking for Elizabethton, but he's going to go from Elizabethton to Iowa State. He's confirmed to be the place kicker for the Iowa State Cyclones. So congratulations. Try and get Will on one day this week. Maybe Thursday. We're back in Elizabethton tomorrow as well. We're going to be at the Elizabethton Summer Learning Camp tomorrow. But we'll try and get him on. So happy and congratulations to Will Bowers going to committed to kick at Iowa State for the Cyclones in the Big 12. Big deal. We're very proud of him. We'll have him on sooner than later on this show. All right, birthdays today. Where do we start? How about the Hands of Stone, Roberto Duran? 75 years old today. A world champ in 4 different weight classes. This guy was one of the all-time greats. Roberto Duran, 75 today. You have Phil Mickelson, a golfer who's in trouble. I think you've heard of his story. He is 56 today. Dr. Duncanstein, Daryl Gribbeth out of University of Louisville, 68 today. If you follow wrestling or wrestling, the Sandman is 63 today. If you watched Knots Landing, telling our age, but if you watched Knots Landing back in the day, Val, Joan Van Ark in real life, she's a birthday girl today. She's 83. Author and Bible teacher Beth Moore having a birthday, 69 today. And then how about Kerry Wood? Kerry Wood, 49 years old today. God struck out 20 guys in one game against the Astros when he was a 20-year-old rookie. Now you think of that. You have 9 threes or 27 outs in a big league game. So out of the 27 outs, 20 were strikeouts. Pretty impressive. Kerry Wood, birthday boy, 49 today. That's who's having birthdays here on this Tuesday, June the 16th. Okay, so I've been on this kid for 3 or 4 weeks or longer. Now I'm off of him. He did the right thing. Brendan Sorsby says, I'm going to skip playing college and go to the NFL draft. Brendan Sorsby planning to enter the NFL supplemental draft. He is walking away from Texas Tech, which I applaud. That just clears everything up real quick. Sorsby plans to withdraw his lawsuit also against the NCAA today. With his temporary injunction no longer valid, he would formally become ineligible, which makes him eligible to go to the NFL draft. So he's leaving. Will Hammond looks like he's going to be the quarterback now for the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Other thing which I thought was pretty cool, the money man behind him, Cody Campbell, says, we owe this guy $5 million. We're going to go ahead and pay him. Okay, that's pretty cool because he's not going to throw the first football for Texas Tech, transferring over from Cincinnati. Sorsby threw for over 5,600 yards, rushed for over 1,000, and scored 63 touchdowns. So, in 2 years as a starter at Cincinnati. So this guy's the real deal. Incredible talent. We've never questioned that, but what he did off the field, we certainly questioned, and we should have, and we did. So he will go on into the NFL supplemental draft and will be picked up and drafted by somebody because he can play. He's a good quarterback. He can do it. So anyway, he has said no to staying at Texas Tech, which I applaud, as though everything kind of goes away. They're giving the ball to Will Hammond, a former blue-chip recruit out of Texas. They've also got, let's see, who else? Oh, yeah, Campbell says they will not seek the return of any money paid under his contract with the school. Sorsby was set to make more than $5 million. I don't know how much of that he got. I don't know how much at that point or at this point it stays or goes, but he's going to get something from the Texas Tech Red Raiders. So anyway, Brendan Sorsby says, I'm leaving. I'm skipping school or skipping out of school, going to the NFL draft. I applaud him for that because everything now goes back to some sense of normalcy in the Texas Tech and certainly the Big 12 because there was lawsuits getting ready to fly and everything. So anyway, Sorsby did it right. I applaud him for that. And he's now moved on to the NFL, withdrawing from Texas Tech, and will take his very talented quarterback arm to the NFL, and who picks him up, of course, remains to be seen. Hey, we're at Phil's Dream Pit. Quest for Perfect Barbecue. 2 young ladies have just sat down here getting ready to eat. How y'all doing? Doing good? What'd you order? Pulled pork? Did you get pulled pork? What's your sides? Beans? Tater salad. There it comes to the table. We're open for biz. And again, we are here again off the Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Food trucks are out about today, too. And so, Phil's Dream Pit, again, late summer. Jeff Honeycutt. He's 2 booths down. We used to play basketball together. He used to take me to the cleaners. Jeff, you remember those days? You took me to the cleaners playing basketball, you schooled me. Remember those days? He does remember those days. Oh, he used to drill me and just giggle, him and Phil Vitito. Oh, yeah, way back in the day. Anyway, Jeff's here having lunch, and we appreciate him. So anyway, Brendan Sorsby says, I'm leaving Texas Tech, which, again, it's been a quagmire from the get-go, but he made the right call. And so now the Big 12's going to be resting easy. They've got a couple of quarterbacks in the fold now. Texas Tech will not be without a quarterback of some sense of talent. And so it looks like the main guy is going to be Will Hammond. There's another guy. I was trying to see who they said. There's another kid that here it is, that they're counting on. Lloyd Jones, a redshirt freshman. The only player on the roster with snaps at Texas Tech. Also, Kirk Francis, who transferred from Tulsa, is on the team now. So it's anybody. It's a quarterbacking, kind of like down in Tennessee. Who's going to be your quarterback? So it's up for grabs, rather. But again, Sorsby leaving Texas Tech, going to the NFL supplemental draft, and Cody Campbell says, we owe this guy some money. We're going to pay him. So there you go. Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 2517, on the road here again at Phil's Dream Pit. The quest for perfect barbecue. We'll take a break. We'll jump in and take a look at Major League Baseball. Jeff Birchfield joins us in about an hour talking NASCAR, the new race. It's a road course race in downtown. Looks like, I looked at the map, looks like downtown San Diego. So they're going to be running this weekend. Too many road races for me, but they don't ask me. So when I see road races, I just kind of check out. You see up on the screen, countdown to Cyclone football. 66 days, 7 hours, and 35 minutes till Cyclone football. Looking forward to it, getting ready for it, getting jacked up for it. By the time I get to April and May, I'm burnt out because I've done so many games from August to April. So it's good to get away for a couple of weeks, and I have, and I'm ready to go again. I'm ready to put back on the cans. That's what they call these, the headsets, and get after it. So here's our buddy Brian Pipkin on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We'll come back and take a look at Major League Baseball. We'll zero in on the Atlanta Braves. Good news and bad news from the Bravos. Also, the All-Star voting's out. First round of the All-Star voting. Who's leading the votes? We'll take a look at Major League Baseball. Get Evan Carter on the shelf until a week from today with an oblique injury for the Texas Rangers. Young man from Elizabethton. We'll take a look at Major League Baseball next on the Tom Taylor Sports. Sponsors on the show would be the good folks right here at Phil's Dream Pit. Dream Packs, tell us about it.
Dream Packs are a wonderful way to feed a lot of people affordably. We've really worked hard in this era of inflation to keep the price down on the Dream Packs. We offer them anywhere from 4 people to upwards of 100. Feed as many people as you like, and they work out to $8 a person. And that gives you pulled pork or pulled chicken. We get any of our 3 of our sides. A lot of places have cut it down to 2. We're still doing 3 sides with that. You can choose from our world-class baked beans, our macaroni and cheese, macaroni salad, along with our coleslaw potato salad. Any of those 3 that you like, you're going to get all the buns you need, all the barbecue sauce you need to have a really good family meal. These are wonderful for graduation parties, weddings, just backyard get-together, whatever you want to do. $8 a person. If you want to go to pulled beef or brisket or something of that nature, we can arrange that too, just a little bit more for those higher price meats.
They're called Dream Packs, and they sell them in increments of 4. So if you've got, as you said, coming up, you got Vacation Bible School coming here in the not-too-distant future, into the school year parties, graduation parties, Fun Fest block parties coming up later in the summers, all kinds of things you can be planning for that it will need and require food. In this case, Dream Packs. You can give them a call here. That phone number is
423-349-6437.
And then if you just want to buy meat by the pound, you sell that. We've got everything covered. We just want the meat, the great meat coming from Phil's. You can do that too, right?
You can do that too. Meat by the pound, $14.49 for a pound of pork. We're still one of the lowest restaurants around for pulled pork, and we work hard at trying to make sure that our pork's nice and juicy and succulent. Hickory smoked right here in-house.
In-house. Pull in the parking lot, you can smell it. It's going all night long. It's good stuff. Social media, how do we find you?
On Facebook and also philsdreampit.com. You can order online right there.
Closed on Sundays and Mondays, open Tuesday through Saturday from when to when?
Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7. Come by and see us.
There you go. One of our great sponsors right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Been with us since day one of this voyage we call the Tom Taylor Sports Show. That would be the good folks right here at Phil's Dream Pit. Again, Interstate 26, the Eastern Star exit. Phil's Dream Pit right across from Abra Trucking, the quest for perfect barbecue. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Second location going to be opening in late summer in downtown Elizabeth, and they're working on, as we speak, renovating what once was Big Dan's Barbecue. And so they're going to have that ready to go. Late summer is what he told me. In fact, he's going out the door now to go over there and work, help out with some folks with the construction or renovation, what do you want to call it. So he's going over there with some folks right now to do that. So he said, can't talk, heading to Elizabethton late summer. There you go. All right, Atlanta Braves shutting down right-hander Spencer Strider for 4 weeks due to inflammation of his right elbow. Not good news. They did get some good news, though. Catcher Drake Baldwin, the reigning National League Rookie of the Year, has been activated off the injured list. Strider will undergo a follow-up MRI after 4 weeks of rest. If the scan is clear, he'll begin throwing again. So they're going to watch him and see how he does. But Spencer Strider, one of the big guns on the shelf. Strider making his 8th start of the season for the Braves after missing the first 34 games from a strained left oblique. He is 4-2. Baldwin has been sidelined since May 19th with a strained right oblique. Homered in his first rehab game for AAA Gwinnett on Saturday. So Drake Baldwin back and Strider down. Atlanta sending down catcher Austin Wynns to AAA Gwinnett as a result of that. And so that brings a chance for the youngster to come back up. That would be J.R. Ritchie. So he's going to be put back into the rotation for the Braves. Makes perfect sense. Returned to the Braves last week. He was asked to pitch out of the bullpen for the first time. Hello, Becky Muncy. When Spencer Strider exited with elbow inflammation. Atlanta's number 2 prospect and number 58 overall. Through 5 scoreless innings of relief, which is a great sign coming out of the bullpen for the Braves. A.J. Smith-Shawver and Spencer Swellenbach have begun throwing. Smith-Shawver more advanced in his progression. Both are still a ways away from getting back to game action. That leaves Ritchie with his second opportunity before the All-Star break to solidify his spot in the rotation. He had underwent Tommy John surgery back in May of 2023. So he's back and trying to make the roster, and he's on the roster, trying to make a big splash. How about that? Be a better way to say it. For J.R. Ritchie, out of the bullpen for the time being, but I would only assume he's going to be pressed into the starting role in the starting rotation now with the absence of Spencer Strider, it's a big deal. All right, last night, how about this for a baseball name? Colt Keith for the Detroit Tigers. Wow. Not 1, not 2, but 3 home runs and drove in 6 runs. Tigers beat the Astros 9-3. The second youngest Detroit Tiger to hit 3 home runs in a game. Only Hall of Famer Al Kaline, who was younger at the time, homered 3 times in one game back in 1955. So, where in the world have you been, Carl Wilson? So there you go. So Colt Keith for Detroit hit 3 home runs last night. Only guy that's done it younger as a Detroit Tiger was Al Kaline, which was a pretty good name to say the least, a Hall of Famer. So that was last night for Colt Keith and the Detroit Tigers. Second phase of the fan vote for the All-Star starting positions. All-Star games July the 14th in Philadelphia this year. The All-Star starting lineups, as voted on by fans, will be announced on July the 2nd. Full rosters unveiled on July 6th. So the second phase of the fan vote will begin at noon on the 29th and conclude at noon on July the 2nd. So here's where we are right now as far as the voting for the All-Star team. You would have for the American League Shea Langoliers for the Athletics is your catcher. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. first base from Toronto. Ernie Clement from Toronto at second base. Junior Caminero from the Rays at third base. Kansas City Royals shortstop Bobby Witt Jr. In the outfield is the injured Aaron Judge for the Yankees, Mike Trout for the Angels, and Cody Bellinger for the Yankees. And the designated hitter will be Alvarez from the Astros. That's the voting so far in the American League. In Banner Elk, miss my old buddy, Carl Wilson, checking in with me on the show. For the National League All-Star voting, at this point, Drake Baldwin, even though he's been hurt, is your leading vote getter as a catcher. for the Braves. Freddie Freeman at first base for the Dodgers. Ozzie Albies for the Braves at second base. Third base, Max Muncy for the Dodgers. Shortstop, C.J. Abrams from the Nationals. In the outfield, Andy Pages for the Dodgers, Ronald Acuna Jr. for the Braves, and Brandon Marsh for the Phillies. And your designated hitter for the votes right now with over 1 million votes. He's leading everybody in the vote getting, I would think. Let's see. Oh, yeah, absolutely. No surprise here. Shohei Ohtani is your leading vote getter for the DH right now for the National League. So the second phase, as we said, will begin at noon on June the 29th and conclude at noon on July the 2nd. The pool of eligible players will be reduced significantly, 2 at each infield position and DH, and 6 total outfielders for each league. So they're going to whittle it down at that point. Then the All-Star starting lineups will be voted on by the fans. They'll announce that on July the 2nd. Full rosters will be unveiled on July the 6th. So there you go. Rounding out the 32-player All-Star rosters are 23 reserves and pitchers. I think there's a rule that every team has to have at least one on the team, and it makes perfect sense. Starting pitchers are selected by each manager. This year will be Dave Roberts of the Dodgers and for the National League, and John Schneider of the Blue Jays for the American League. They'll also determine the batting order. Good to see you, sir. As always, my man's in the house. Just put your mug right there and wave at him, would you please? Come right here and wait. Tell everybody who you are. Scotty Branson from Johnson City Toyota. You come every day, don't you? Just about every day. How much weight you lost? You look good. 40 pounds. What's been your secret? Right. Right answer. Good answer. Eating at Phil's every day. Scotty Branson from Johnson City Toyota here. He's one of the sales reps. All right, so there's your All-Star game and your All-Star situation. So let's run down who's playing where today. The Braves, after being off yesterday, opened up a series against the embattled Tony Vitello and the San Francisco Giants. Adrian Hauser will go for the Giants. Grant Holmes will go for the Braves tonight in Atlanta. Our other local team will be the Reds, of course, and they will be at home against the New York Mets. The Reds will have Singer on the mound. Senga will go for New York in Game 2 of that series in Cincy. And without Evan Carter, who's on the shelf until next Tuesday, the Rangers open up a series at home against Minnesota. Rocker for the Rangers, and Matthews will go for Minnesota. Got 2 really good matchups in Major League Baseball tonight. The White Sox and the Yankees at Yankee Stadium. Who would have thunk it? The White Sox apparently are for real. I mean, you keep waiting for them to fold, and they're not. It's a weak division, but they're even Steven with Cleveland, who's won 2 in a row, and the White Sox have won 6 out of 10. So the White Sox and the Yankees get together tonight at Yankee Stadium. And then Cleveland, the other team we mentioned, will take on the Milwaukee Brewers in Milwaukee. And the Brewers are playing excellent baseball. So those are the 2 big ones, I guess, as far as fan interest. Other games today, on to the lights are tonight. Miami at Philadelphia, the Red Sox hosting Toronto at Fenway. Kansas City at Washington. You've got San Diego at St. Louis. The battle of the Cardinals are playing good baseball. Cubs hosting Colorado. Houston home to Detroit. And Colt Keith hit 3 home runs last night. 3. Wow. That is awesome. Can't wait to get Evan Carter here in the offseason. I mean, what does it feel like to hit a home run in Major League Baseball? I mean, I'm sure it's a big shot of adrenaline. Here's a guy that hit 3 last night in 1 game. Colt Keith from Detroit, only 20 years old, did it. Other games tonight, Pittsburgh and the Athletics in California. Baltimore will be in Seattle. Arizona hosting the Angels in Game 2 tonight of the Dodgers and Tampa Bay. That's another good one. Wroblewski will go for the Dodgers, and Rasmussen will go for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. That's happening again, as we said, in Dodger Stadium. So the standings in the National League in the East, Atlanta with a 7.5 lead over Philadelphia. Phillies have won 6 out of 10. So they're playing good baseball. Milwaukee, 4.5 game lead over the Cardinals. Cardinals have won 7 out of 10, and the Brewers have won 6 out of 10. In the West, the Dodgers lead the Padres by 8, and again, the Dodgers are the Dodgers. They won 6 out of 10. So, Skubal, Detroit may dump him. Detroit is the 4th worst team in Major League Baseball. They're going to clean house, be my guess. They're going to dump come All-Star and trade deadline. And you know who's the front runner to get Tarek Skubal, the back-to-back Cy Young Award winner in the American League? The Los Angeles Dodgers. They said, we want him. Now, he's a free agent, so they're only going to get him for, 2.5 months. But with their rotation, they've had some injuries in the rotation. Glasnow and Snell have been on the shelf off and on. But you look at getting Tarek Skubal for the Los Angeles Dodgers in that starting rotation, even if he's not 100%, and right now I don't think he is by his own admission, but even still, you get this guy in the rotation for the Dodgers, holy smokes. That'd be a pretty formidable lineup. Anyway, that's not happened yet, but the Dodgers are looking at him. They lead the Padres by 8. Dodgers have won 6 out of 10. In the American League, Seattle leads the Athletics by a half game. In the West, and Texas by a game and a half. In the Central, there they are, the White Sox. The Cinderella team of the American League, maybe the all of Major League Baseball right now. The White Sox have won 6 out of 10. They're tied even Steven with the Cleveland Guardians in the Central. Minnesota by 6. Do both of those teams lead? The Twinkies by 6. Then in the East, probably it is the closest race in baseball. The Yankees with a game and a half lead over Tampa Bay. Who's your top 5 teams in baseball in this order? Atlanta, the Dodgers, Milwaukee, the Yankees, and Tampa Bay. Who's your worst teams in baseball? The worst team is the Colorado Rockies. Man, oh man, they've opened the door and they've blasted in here. I love it. Rockies are 27-46, the worst team in baseball. Then you have the Angels and Kansas City. Then you have San Francisco. Tony Vitello, there she is. Come right here. Yeah, come right here real fast. This is the glue to the place. Come right here and let them see your face. Little Michelle. She is the glue to this place. You the one makes banana pudding?
That's what I got to do here in just a
Getting ready to make banana pudding? Oh, the best. Oh, the best banana pudding. She's banana pudding mama. How many years you been here? 13 years she's been making banana pudding, among other things. She's a sweetheart. Thank you, dear. She's a good one. So Colorado, the Angels, the Royals, the Giants, we're saying San Francisco, he's in trouble. I don't want to see the guy lose his job, but it continues to hear, the rumblings continue to come out of San Francisco about Tony Vitello. They open up a series again tonight in Atlanta. Then you have Detroit, and you have Boston. So if you go backwards, it's Boston, Detroit, San Francisco, Kansas City, the Angels, and the worst team in Major League Baseball are the Colorado Rockies. And so that's what you've got going on the bigs here on this Tuesday, June 16th. We are live at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Will Bowers, Elizabethton, verbally committing to Iowa State. He's going to be a Cyclone this year, his senior year at Elizabethton, kicking the football. But now after that, he's going to go be a Cyclone in big boy football. I knew he would. Told his daddy. Anybody want, and look, you talking about a weapon for Sean Witten and our Cyclone football team in 66 days you see on the screen. You cross, he consistently can kick 40, 45. He started with a slump last year, and I don't have the stats in front. I have to go back and look them up. He missed the first 2 or 3 last year, and some of those were blocking schemes were all out of kilter because he had a young offensive line, and they figured it out. And from, second, I'd have to go back and look. Second and third game on, this guy was lights out. A model of consistency for the Cyclone football team. And the big boys have seen that. There have been a lot of coaches in town over the last 6, 7, 8 weeks watching Will Bowers kick. And so he has settled on Iowa State, which that's big boy football. And so that's another Cyclone going to play big boy football. Parker Hughes, Bryson Rollins, big boy football. Parker, I looked it up yesterday, by the way. If he makes, it's pretty impressive. If he makes the practice squad but doesn't make the team, or first I'll say, I'm going to make this, somebody's going to make the team. If Parker Hughes makes the team for the Jacksonville Jaguars, He'll get $880,000. That's the minimum salary for a first-year player that makes the roster. If he doesn't make the team, but he's still in the practice squad, they got him there every week. Kind of we used to call them practice dummies, but practice squad. But he's not a dummy. He's going to be making $325,000 if you're on the practice squad. That ain't bad bread. But we're shooting for him to make the big boy team. So, and it's not just Parker, it's anybody. Anybody that makes NFL roster is $880,000 to the good. That's the minimum salary. Folks, that's serious money for a kid out of Hampton, Tennessee, or anywhere. $880,000. Again, if he doesn't make the team, makes the practice squad, still makes $325,000. So that's in thousands, $325,000. So, but we're pulling for him. So you got he doing his thing in Jacksonville. Bryson Rollins playing pro football overseas. And now Will Bowers from Elizabethton saying, yep, I'm going to go play kick footballs next year for the Iowa State Cyclones, which is pretty impressive. Hello, Phil Whitaker. Hello, Becky Muncie down Union County. We're live here at Phil's Dream Pit. They're lined out the door. I love it. Oh, it's good stuff. Pulled pork, pulled beef, pulled chicken, smoked turkey, got the ribs. Oh, got your macaroni salad, tater salad, baked beans, hash brown casserole, banana pudding. Got your Pepsi products over there. You got your tea, got your coffee, got cheer wine. Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26 in the second location, opening late summer in downtown Elizabethton. People keep saying they're going to close this one. They are not. They'll run both of them. This one will stay open, and they'll open up the new one, as we said, in downtown Elizabethton at the old Big Dan's Barbecue location. All right, quick break. We'll be right back. We've got more for you coming up at 12:15, 12:30, so thereabouts. We will have our buddy Jeff Birchfield in. Talk a little NASCAR. And whatever else on his mind. But you see the countdown to Cyclone football, 66 days, 7 hours, and 14 minutes, and 51 seconds, and clicking them off here. By the way, Axel will not be shining today. He's with the basketball team in Elizabethton at their camp. So he will be here, I think he told me Thursday at Big John's Closehouse. He'll be back with us then. So he is not going to shine today, but that's okay. He's a good one. All right, quick break. We'll be right back after this. Dream Packs. These are the way to go. Let's go up here and find it for you because the Dream Packs, one of the ways you can do it here at Phil's Dream Pit. And Dream Packs, and here is Brian to tell you all about it on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Really easy way to feed a family or a bunch of people. We start them off at 4. Dream Pack for 4 runs $32.99, gives you a pound of meat. You can do pulled pork or pulled chicken, either one at that price. 3 sides, it's a pint each, so it's a 4-ounce serving of meat, 4-ounce serving of 3 different sides, gives you a really good meal that'll fill you up. It's not something that you eat and you're hungry later, an hour later. I'm going to include your buns, your barbecue sauce. Instead of picking up a pizza, come by here, pick up a Dream Pack. Your family will thank you. And if you need it for more people, the breakdown on it's $8.25 a person. 12 people, for instance, is $99. You'll see that advertising out from us in a lot of different places. Feed 12 people for $99. That gives you 2 pounds of meat, a quart and a half of each side. Still gives you the bun, still the barbecue sauce. Really, really popular. I had a group at Eastman just order a 16 for Wednesday. So you call us ahead. We can do as many people as you want. We do 100 people, 200 people. We'll put those in pans for you, or as few as 4. So in even numbers, however many you want, $8.25 a person. You can't beat it.
Cannot beat it, folks. Again, here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. The phone number is 349-6437. Hours are open.
11 to 7, Tuesday through Saturday. We take Sunday and Monday off, but we're here the rest of the week.
Social media?
Social media on Facebook. Maybe Instagram later if one of my kids shows me how to use it, but right now it's on Facebook. That's where people watch you, so we'll figure they've got it here.
And the website is?
Website is philsdreampit.com.
You got it.
I see a familiar face here. Looks like he's ready to talk to you.
He is.
That's
our buddy Jeff.
Going to talk some NASCAR, I'm betting.
That's our buddy Brian Pipkin, the owner of Phil's Dream Pit. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. and the Tom Bailey Sports Show. A lot of furniture stores. Why Cannon's Fine Home Furnishing, sir?
We have a lot of reasons. We're homegrown. Our kids are in the local schools, local sports. We support as many as we can. We take our money, goes to the local banks, stays in the local banks. And you support local, the money just turns around and just refunded right back into the community. We've been here a long time, and we are proud to be in Elizabethton. I would never move anywhere else. We love this town, and our kids love this town. It's unusual. Chris and Eric, when they were little, 6, 8 years old, they come to us and say, I don't never want to leave this town. I want to always live here, and they both live here. And you couldn't beat them out of Elizabethton, I don't think. So, we live in a great area. We were great people. It's just a great place to live, and we're glad to have a business here.
Be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy. Hours are open.
Open 10 to 6 during the week, 9 to 5 on Saturday. We can open on special hours. If somebody needs a late at night appointment, we can do that. So,
how do we find you on social media?
Just put in Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. You'll see Facebook. Our Facebook page comes up. Now, on Facebook, each week, we do 10 to 15 specials. It's just super deals.
Mm-hmm.
So, check that out. And then, of course, our website is cannonshomestore.com. Great website. It's getting better. We are working on it. And it's a good website now, but it's going to be even better in the future.
Great sponsor, the Tom Bailey Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local, shop and buy it in Betsy, downtown at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Back on the Tom Bailey Sports Show, we're live here at Phil's Dream Pit. It is lined out the door. I love it, love it, love it. So, there's Conway. Wow, I've not seen him in years. So, see if I can get his attention. Tell everybody, stand right here and tell everybody who you are. This is a great story. Look down here on the screen. You're live on the air.
This is Ronnie Bernard Conway,
See right here, get right down where they can see you. There you go. Ronnie Bernard.
athletic trainer. I was student athletic trainer when Tom was the voice of the Bucks back in the 80s,
Yep. Ronnie Bernard. Voice of the,
known as Conway.
better known as Conway. Do we know how you got that? Tell everybody how you got the nickname. You want me to tell you? We'll
Yeah,
tell
I
it.
want you to tell
You
it.
want to tell it? All right.
Yep.
So we're coming back from, I think it was the Citadel of Furman. Me and you and Toad. So we're in the Cracker Barrel, correct?
Yes.
In Asheville, North Carolina. And I'm jerking his chain. I said, Conway, or I said, Ronnie, I said, you sing for your supper, sing old Conway, I'll buy your dinner. In the middle of the gift shop at the Cracker Barrel in Asheville, North Carolina, he started crooning. He said, what'd you say?
Hello, darling.
Hello, darling. And ever since, he's been Conway. How long has that been?
Gosh, since the mid-80s, right? 40 years?
40 years? God, now I feel old.
That does not seem that long.
Does not seem that long ago,
And
though.
then Tom was with us at South, too.
I was with
I
you,
was an
South.
athletic trainer there, and now at Westridge.
Now you're at Westridge. We'll see you up there. We play you in week 2 or week 3 up there this year.
It was a great game last year.
It was a good game. Who you dragging along here with you? Who's this one right here?
Old McDonald's.
Old McDonald. Huh? Old Buck.
Yep, McDonald's.
So he's going to put me in the creek sled riding over at the golf course. Remember those days? We went sled riding one night at the golf course, Pine Oaks. You put me in the creek. You shut.
I don't remember that.
Oh, I do. I was soaking wet, about 20 degrees, freezing my tail off. What's wrong, Taylor? You cold? It's like, yeah, I'm cold. Great memories, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you
Good
as
to see
always,
you too.
buddy.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. So that's great. So, oh yeah. So we got inside it. I need to write a book. We got inside a Cracker Barrel. Ronnie was the student manager. I was doing the Bucks on the radio, East Tennessee State. Anyway, you heard the story. He said, I said, Ronnie, I was being silly. I said, you sing for him in here and I'll buy your lunch. He said, what do you want me to sing? I said, well, sing a little Conway. And in the middle, he threw his head back. Hello, darling. The whole place stopped. He got a free lunch out of the deal. And being a college boy with no money, he loved it. So, anyway, he stopped by to pick up. He's now the trainer at Westridge High School. Ronnie Bedard and Mark McDonald, I think he retired as a trainer at Science Hill. So, good memories. So, when you go out on the road doing these shows, you just never know you're going to run into. First, it was Jeff Honeycutt. He has since left, and so now was Ronnie Bedard, Conway. Knew exactly what I was going to say. 40 years ago. Wow. Hard to believe. I mean, it really is hard to believe. All right, College World Series. The final matchups in each of the brackets will be determined through some elimination games today. Number 5 seed North Carolina, the Tar Heels, who have secured a spot in the Bracket 1 final. They'll await the winner of today's game between number 16 West Virginia and Troy. Whoever wins that ball game will have to beat the Tar Heels twice to get to the College World Series finals. Here's what I thought was cool. Saw the clip this morning and last night prepping for the show. West Virginia fans, they lined down the foul line, either third or first base foul line, and they sang. The whole place sounded like to me, the whole stadium was singing, "Take Me Home Country Roads." Even the players lined up, put their arms around each other down either the first or third base foul line and sang "Take Me Home Country Roads." And it sounded like, of course, it was when the West Virginia was playing, so they had a large contingency of Mountaineer fans out of Morgantown and out of West Virginia. It sounded like the whole stadium was singing. It was really cool. I won't lie to you, got a little flutter in the heart. It's home. Anyway, they're playing today. It'll be West Virginia and Troy. On the other side of the bracket, unseeded Oklahoma continues its roll. They knocked off Georgia last night. They're in the driver's seat for a spot in the final. Bulldogs will take on number 6 Texas today for a chance to have another shot of the Sooners. Both games today are rematches of the College World Series openers back over the weekend. The Mountaineers and the Bulldogs winning the first time around. So you go at 2 o'clock, West Virginia and Troy. And then at 8 o'clock tonight, you have Georgia and Texas. So there you go. Tomorrow, you've got North Carolina, the winner of West Virginia and Troy, and Oklahoma, and the winner of the Georgia-Texas game. So we're getting it down to the final 2, which will be Saturday, Sunday, Monday for the best of 3 for the College World Series. But again, today, you've got West Virginia and Troy at 2 o'clock, and Georgia and Texas at 8 o'clock. I'm going to try and get somewhere to watch some of that. I think that'll be good. West Virginia and Troy at 2 o'clock, and Georgia and Texas tonight at 8 o'clock. Those will be 2 really good games. And so they're whittling it down to double elimination. So I would assume the loser of those games will be. Losers will be out. So the loser of the West Virginia Troy game will be eliminated, and the loser of the Georgia-Texas game also will be sent home. So biggie, a lot of pressure. Been in those situations, calling games, and every pitch, every throw, every strike, everything is magnified because somebody's season is riding on the outcome of the ball game. So it's going to be, as Barney told Andy, we say it all the time, it's going to be big, 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 big. So it's big here, folks. We're at Phil's Dream Pit. The quest for perfect barbecue. We got people coming in and picking up. Phones are ringing. Orders are being placed. Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26, the second location in downtown Elizabeth, and opening later this summer. Brian can't get out here to get over there to help him work on it because it is rocking in here. They've closed on Mondays and Sundays and Mondays, and so Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 7, this place is on the move, rocking. All right, the World Cup. See who's playing. United States will play Friday against Australia. You have 3 on the docket today. We'll find out who plays who coming up right after this timeout from our good friend, our buddy Rick Walters from Horace Mann Insurance. And he'll step up and tell you about your car insurance or your homeowners. Let's see what's he going to talk about. I got to find it right here and let him tell you. Then we'll come back here. His auto insurance. We'll come back and talk about the World Cup. Also, we've got coming up more fallout from the Brendan Sorsby scenario. Texas Tech, he is going to the NFL. He's leaving school. More about all that and the World Cup soccer and also Wimbledon. It starts soon. If you're a tennis buff, a little bit of tennis to tell you about too. We're on the road at Phil's Dream Pit. Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26 on show number 2,517 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Insurance. How can you help us with auto insurance?
Well, one of the things Horace Mann was started for, Tom, back in 1945 was to provide auto insurance for educators. They came up with the idea that if we could put a group of school teachers together in one company, their cars would sit in a parking lot for 10, 12 hours a day. Friday and Saturday nights, they're home grading papers. They're all college educated. They have a tendency to be better drivers because they set an example for their students. And knowing all those things, we'd probably have less claims. And so we're able to offer better insurance rates because of that.
And so, if you're a teacher, an educator, you want to come here and get a quote because of that, your quotes and your rates are typically better than other folks, right?
That's right. And we also do a couple other things for educators. If they were to get into an accident while they're on school business, we don't have a deductible on that, Tom. They won't have to pay a deductible. If somebody vandalizes their car while it's on school property, they don't pay a deductible for that. If they get into an accident on school property, we waive the deductible. If they get into an accident with another Horace Mann agent or a Horace Mann client, they're going to not have to pay a deductible also.
It's good stuff. So if you need more information, go to social media or give him a call. How can we get a hold of you and find out more?
Yeah, you can just call me here at the office at 543-0059 or go to horacemann.com on the internet, and you'd be able to find our office here.
There you go. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the good folks right here at Rick Walters Horace Mann Insurance. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let me tell you about some of the auctions going on. First, I got one coming up on Saturday. A live auction for a home in the Valley Forge community. David Collins, our great sponsor. There it is. Going to be a 10 o'clock live auction in the Valley Forge community on Howard Lipford Drive in Betsy. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So what's going on at 10 o'clock this coming Saturday morning, June the 20th. Hard to believe, June 20th. We're almost to July 4th. Is that hard to believe? It is for me. Saturday, June the 20th, this coming Saturday, 10 o'clock, live auction, the Valley Forge. It's on Howard Lipford Drive. You go to the website, collinsandcompany.info, and take a look at it and see if it would interest you into making a bid on that. Then you have an online-only auction that's now through the 18th, which is, what's that, Thursday? Yep, runs through Thursday. Go to collinsandcompany.info. You've got here we go. I thought I was going to do good, but apparently not. Got to pull out the old glasses. I see a horse trailer there, a gooseneck cattle trailer, I should say. That's going to be auctioned off. It's online right now for you to bid on. A gooseneck cattle trailer with a rubber mat floor, a Massey Ferguson bush hog loader. You have I'm going to show you the picture in a minute. You can go to the website and see for yourself, collinsandcompany.info. You were invited. You most certainly were invited. We said yesterday, why don't you come have lunch? You weren't paying attention. The movie star was invited yesterday to come. And I did it on Monday, too. I invited you on Monday, specifically called you out, saying for you to help me for the 2,500 show we did, come over here and we'd feed you. So I specifically said that on Monday. So, Mrs. Baker, you're incorrect. You were invited to come out, and you still can if you want to. All right, New Holland whip loaders, they call it. A 2015 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD. A 2008 GMC 2500 HD. All these are being auctioned off. You can bid on them. Right now, it's an online auction through Thursday. A Vermeer Rebel round baler. A Kuhn, I hope I'm saying it right, Kuhn, a Kuhn 5-speed rake, hay rake. Man, I used to work on those hay rakes. Whew. And a hay tedder. Had those too back in the day. Back when I was a kid, we square baled. And, whew, you talking about work. That's work. A Kuhn disc mower. A Massey Ferguson Hayliner square baler. There's the square baler. That's It's one we used when we was a kid. Wow. Got that one auctioned off, or one like it. A Blue Diamond quick attach pallet forks, and also rolls of 15.5 gauge barbed wire. All that's to be auctioned off. You can go there right now and bid on it. CollinsandCompany.info through Thursday. Now, that's pretty cool. Some cool stuff. And then you have the official police confiscation auction from the Elizabethton Police Department. 65 firearms and 10 ammunition lots. And this will run through next Tuesday, the 23rd. Week from today. You have until the end of the bid on it. You have Glocks, Smith & Wesson, Springfields, Rugers, a Philadelphia black powder pistol, which is a collector piece. There it is. Go to CollinsandCompany.info. There it is. The confiscation auction. Elizabethton Police Department's teamed up with David Collins to auction off these firearms and the ammunition. So, and that would be the same thing. Yeah, okay, this is the same thing I'm looking at. So, CollinsandCompany.info is where you go to bid on these. So the house is going to be live on Saturday in Valley Forge, but the farm equipment and the firearms are online right now at CollinsandCompany.info. We're live here at Phil's Dream Pit. Quest for Perfect Barbecue. World Cup soccer today. Who plays? The United States plays on Friday. Senegal and France will go at 3 o'clock today. Then Norway and Iraq. Then Algeria and Argentina, a couple of A teams in the World Cup. United States on Friday at 3 o'clock against the Aussies from Australia. So there you go. That's pretty cool. So the World Cup. Well, which team that we talked about this is? They took them to Buc-ee's. It's a team from out of the country. They went bananas over Buc-ee's. And they took another bunch to, they named it, it's a big old steakhouse. Can't remember the name of it now. And they never had a steak. And they went bananas over steaks. So we just take everything for granted in this country, of course. These people, in this case, players coming in from other teams around the world, never exposed to the Western culture of the United States, and just going bananas over our food and our culture. And they talking about how they drive up on one side of a building and order something in a window and drive around the other side and pick it up. A lot of places in this world don't have drive-through like we do in America. It's interesting. Oh, man, I missed it. Yep, you did. So I didn't hear you say I'm sorry. I'm just teasing. But you were invited. You're always invited because she's the movie star. All right, so anyway, that's what's going on with the World Cup. United States on Friday at 3 against Australia. Will Bowers, Elizabethton Cyclone, committing to Iowa State to kick the football. Of course, he'll be with the Cyclones for one more year. An instant weapon to this football team. And so this guy has been rated as one of the best kickers in the country, not just in Tennessee. So you're talking about a weapon back there. His automatic kickbacks or touchbacks, be touchbacks. I mean, it was like after the first game, I have to go back and look at my stats. This kid had automatic touchbacks virtually every game the rest of the season, every time. I mean, it's incredible how good a kicker this kid is. You know, Elizabethton has a guy that's still in the state record books, Logan Birchfield, for the consecutive PATs in high school. And so this kid can write his name in the record books too. And he has his eye on the longest field goal. It's 50-some yards. I'd have to go back and look at that too. But anyway, Will Bowers, one more year at Elizabethton, but is committed to kick the football at Iowa State next year. Be a Cyclone this year and a Cyclone next year. So pretty cool stuff. And we're going to have him on the show sooner than later. And he's a great kid. Right out of the chute on the article on the front page of the Sports today, the Johnson City Press gives credit to the right person, the Lord Jesus. I mean, who else is there? There is nobody else. It's all about him. So everything we do is a gift. Everything. I get up and walk out of here, it's a gift. In fact, I spoke on Sunday about that very thing. I said, there's people that made people take a big deep breath in the congregation. I told them to blink. I told them to raise their arm. I said, there's people right now that can't do any of those three. So everything we do is a gift from the good Lord. And that's what Will Bauer said. His talent is a gift. And it is. All of our gifts. Everything we do and do good at are gifts from him. So we're here live again at Phil's Dream Bill. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. So I think I got Michaela on here. Yep, here's Michaela talking about catering. Also, Tara's going to be here. She's out on deliveries. We'll be back. Boys, what we got over there? What we eating? Barbecue? What's your sides? Tater salad, baked beans. What do you got, sir? Same thing. Are you wearing it out? There's not much talking. It's fork to mouth, because when you get here to Phil's, and then when you really want to cap it off, you met Sherry a while ago, who makes all the banana pudding. Oh, awesome. And you've got your Pepsi products, you got cheer wine, you got your tea, you got your lemonade, you got your coffee. All right here at Phil's Dream Pit. Again, the second location in downtown Elizabeth, and opening late summer. This one will stay open. They'll have an oven over there in late summer. Quick break. Back with more. We'll go back to Brendan Sorsby. Oh, boy, don't cry too many tears for him. He's leaving with about $5 million in his pocket from Texas Tech. We'll talk about it next. We're talking to Michaela Miller, one of our great sponsors at Phil's Dream Pit. Springtime events coming up. Bible schools, class reunions, wedding receptions, you name it. How can you help us in the springtime?
Meat, bulk orders, meat by the pound. Come out, order some pulled pork, get you some buns, maybe a side or two.
Let's talk Dream Packs. Tell us about the Dream Packs.
Dream packs, we start at 4, go as big as you need. Honestly, as big as you need. I got one tomorrow for 104. Pulled pork, 3 sides. We do offer pork, chicken, pulled beef, brisket. We even do the half chickens on the bone. But yeah, you get the meat, 3 sides, sauce, and buns.
Phone number to call is 349-6437 for the Dream Packs. Feeds 4 at a time, and you can do as many as you want. Then you talk about meat by the pound. Got something coming up. You just want the meat. Tell us about the meat by the pound. How's that work?
We pretty much 1 pound will, 1 pound will feed 4. Comes out to about $15.99 per pound.
What's my options on the meat?
Really, when you do it by the meat, you can do anything: ribs, half chickens, pork, brisket, turkey, chicken. We even got Italian sausage and jalapeno, cheddars.
There you go.
Really, anything we can do in bulk.
It's all right here. Dream Packs or meat by the pound. You got an event coming up. You need some help. It's a phone call away. 423-349-6437. The quest for perfect barbecue. Phil's Dream Pit, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Very simple. It happens every day. Tell us how we can do it.
Yeah, all you got to do is give us a call. We brought 2 yesterday, actually, but you just give us your name and your birthday and tell us where your prescriptions are at right now, and we'll call that pharmacy, get everything brought over. A lot of times people are nervous about moving because they're afraid something doesn't have refills or something can't be transferred. And when that's the case, we'll call those doctors, get you new prescriptions, and take care of everything, really. It's like the people, one of them we had transferred yesterday, said they'd been trying for about 3 days to get medicine refilled, and just wasn't happening, and was frustrated and asked if we could do better, and called, got everything transferred. Took maybe 15 or 20 minutes, and we had to call the doctor on one, which waiting on doctors can sometimes be a little time consuming, but they got that called in, and by the afternoon we had everything ready for her.
There you go, folks.
So,
it's just that easy. If you're not happy where you're getting your prescriptions filled, come to the Lingerfield Drug Center. The phone number to call and talk to you about it is?
It's 423-542-2138.
There you go. One of our great sponsors right here of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Get your prescription changed to a mom-and-pop pharmacy that still cares about their people and still wants to give you 100% customer satisfaction. It's right here at Lingerfield Drug Center beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we're live here again at Phil's Dream Pit. Tomorrow, the Elizabethton City School Summer Learning Camp will be there. Never done one there. So then we'll be Thursday, Big John's closeout with the Hammer High Prices. We'll wrap up the weekend right down the road here at Food City. Wrap up the week, I should say, kick off the weekend. We'll be at Food City in Gray. we're going to work Coach Diaz. We'll take the show one day to Elizabethton High School coming out of dead period, which starts on Sunday. And season tickets will be on sale. We'll be there where the folks are buying their season tickets. We'll do a show there from the Commons at Elizabethton after the dead period is over in 2 weeks, which starts on Sunday. It runs through July the 5th. Hello, Amy Whitson. How you doing, dear? It's my buddy Ames. She's awesome. All right, so Sorsby says, and again, I applaud him. He gets it. And so somebody sat him down and said, look, you just need to move on. Cody Campbell, the big donor for Texas Tech, says, we're going to pay you the $5 million. We're not going to ask for it back. He got him a $5 million raise. He left $1 million from Cincinnati. Came to Texas Tech or went to Texas Tech to play for $5 million. They said, we're not going to ask for the money back after all you've been through. We're going to let you have $5 million. So don't cry too many tears. He's got $5 million. As we told you, Parker Hughes, if he makes the Jacksonville Jaguars as a practice squad, he'll make $350,000. If he makes the team, Parker Hughes will make $880,000. That's the minimum salary for an NFL player, rookie. So there's money being thrown around out there big time. So Sorsby is going to make $5 million leaving Texas Tech, go to the NFL draft. At Cincinnati, kid threw for over 5,600 yards, ran for over 1,000, threw 63 touchdowns. So he can play, and there's people wanting him. Will Hammond now looks like he'll be the quarterback for Texas Tech. Their preseason win the Big 12. So they paid him more than $5 million this offseason to transfer him from Cincinnati, University of Cincinnati. So Cody Campbell, to be the money guy for Texas Tech, said he keeps the money. Other guys on the team was a kid named Lloyd Jones. There's a transfer from Tulsa named Kirk Francis. Again, Texas Tech projected as a favorite to win the Big 12 coming up. So even without Brendan Sorsby, who again has said, I'm leaving, I'm taking my toys, I'm heading off to the NFL, which, again, I applaud him. That is very much the right move. Big story again locally, Will Bowers, kicker for Elizabethton, has committed to Iowa State in the Big 12. So that's big deal. Well, Ames, you're so sweet. You're the best, too. So is that a husband of yours, and those girls. Tell you what, you appreciate parents who pour into their kids and raise them the right way, and John and Amy Whitson have done that. Those are good girls. So are they perfect? No, none of them are perfect. Only the Lord Jesus is perfect, but they're good girls. Hello, Becky down Union County. How you doing? So Sorsby will be moving on. And so Cody Campbell, again, the hot rod money bag guy for Texas Tech, said, we brought you over from Cincinnati for $5 million. We're going to let you have that $5 million. Okay. So for your troubles, as he said. And look, this kid's got a gambling problem. He went for 35 days to get it fixed. Okay. Did he get fixed in 35 days? I don't think so. But he made the attempt, and so we appreciate what he did. Had everybody in an uproar. We've been down this road multiple times, his gambling addiction. So now he's leaving college football and going to the NFL. And somebody will snap him up. I mean, you heard the numbers. Threw for 5,600 yards, ran for 1,000, so he can tuck in and run if he needs to. He's a big one. He's about 6'3". He's got a cannon for an arm, so he will not have a problem being drafted. You know, some of these teams in the NFL need a quarterback. And so I don't think he'll be without employment for very long. So Brendan Sorsby, again, leaving college football, going to the NFL supplemental draft, which will be on the 29th, which is a little over a week off now. So, Ames said, I don't want to make you cry. I'm just telling the truth. They're good kids. Good, well, one's a kid, one's a woman. So, yeah, they're good peeps. And you appreciate parents who pour into the kids. That's what we're supposed to do. Daddy used to say, we're going to get you ready to not stay in the nest, but leave the nest. And he was right. So they're getting their girls ready to leave the nest. The one's still in the nest. That little one, she's a Cracker Jack. So where was it? Sunday I was talking to a kid at church. And I said, are you fast as a road runner? He had no clue what I was talking about. I said, road runner, Wile E. Coyote? Meep, meep. He said, he was in high school. I had a clue what I was talking about. So Cracker Jack, I don't know if kids even enjoy Cracker Jacks now. We had more fights at our house over Cracker Jacks growing up. We get those boxes and rip them open. We didn't care what was in it. Of course, you had the popcorn, caramelized popcorn, the peanuts. We always fought over the prize in Cracker Jack's box. I mean, the four Taylor boys, it was intense. Oh. And back in the day, and I guess I'm telling my age, remember we used to get records in the cereal boxes. Remember one time the Osmonds had it was a square record, came in a Kellogg's Sugar Flakes box. And we had that box of cereal. We all got a whipping, had that box ripped open. We were fighting over that record. It's kind of like the prize in Cracker Jacks. And so when I said Ames young lady's a Cracker Jack, she is. And that's a complimentary term. But anyway, this kid had no clue. And I said, Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. He had no clue what I was talking about. I said, Mimi, Wile E. Coyote, the Roadrunner, he's in high school, so I don't know what you're talking about. So I told him his homework assignment between now and tomorrow night's church is to look up Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. He had no clue. Then I had another kid who never heard of the Flintstones and Bam Bam and Pebbles. So I guess I'm old. That's what I'm saying here. All right. I guess that's what it is. All right, countdown to football. See on the screen. 66 days, 6 hours, and 40 minutes. To Cyclone football. Tia Duggar football will bring it up. They went back-to-back. They ran the table and ran it undefeated. 8-0 varsity, 7-0 JV Tia Duggar football. They'll start in 58 days. We'll have that one for you. And so it's not that far away. Dead Week starts on Sunday, runs 2 weeks till July the 5th. TSSAA mandate. We've got a lot of out-of-state viewers, so TSSAA is the governing body for Tennessee high school sports. Said everybody shuts down for 2 weeks. I'm like Joe Diaz, athletic director from Elizabeth here yesterday. I would like to see it for a month. Because these kids don't have any summer. They're playing ball all the time. You know, when I was in school, that's a long time ago. Our coach said go fishing, go swimming, go to the beach. Get away from it. Be a kid. I'm with him 100%. I think, this is me, we ask too much of our kids. All of them, not just football players or any. I'm talking about across the board. Summertime is for the kids to get away from school, getting up every morning at whatever time, dark 30 to get to school, on, testing. It's summertime. Go swimming, go to the park, go to the pool, go to Dollywood, just go and be a kid. So I think we ask too much of our kids. That's just me. But you got 2 weeks off. Joe Diaz yesterday said, man, I like to see about a month to be off. And I'm with him 100%. By the way, the carnival, speaking of having a fun time, carnival starts tonight on the parking lot of Elizabethton High School. And so if you like to ride the rides, and it's James H. Drew, it's the same bunch that has the rides at the fair here in Gray, right down the road. So it's a good, reputable company. Because you always wonder, and I do too, you get on those rides and, okay, how safe are they? I know the James H. Drew rides are safe. I don't know about these other companies, but the James H. Drew rides are safe, and they're going to be the ones that are on the parking lot starting tonight and running through Sunday, through Father's Day at Elizabethton High School. And part of the proceeds will go to the athletic department at Elizabethton High. So, but it's one of those things kids get to do for summertime, and not just kids, adults too. But I'm with Coach Diaz. I think they'll have a longer downtime. And make it across the board. That way other schools can get an advantage. It's a blanket month. See ya. Everybody goes away. What would the kids do? They can't practice. They can't run. They can't lift. Well, they'd be kids. Maybe they'll go fishing or go swimming or do whatever they do. But anyway, they're not going to. But the Dead Week starts 2 weeks on Sunday, runs 2 weeks until July the 5th. And best times I had was in the summertime, my buddies. Get on my bike and go. Had that old Schwinn banana boat bike with a shifter on the middle of the bar going down the middle of your bike. Man, we were let the wind hit you in the face. My bike, loved it. Got an old Clorox bottle, told on myself. Cut a square and put a clothespin on it. Put it so it hit the, so it's rednecks. And so it hit the spokes on the wheel on your front bike wheel. Pop, 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 pop. It's like a motorcycle going down the road. We thought we were so cool. Take a took a square of an empty Clorox bleach bottle, and put that on that, and hooked it up with a clothespin, and down the road we went, pop, 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 on our wheel. Thought we were the coolest thing in the world. You hear us coming a mile away. Just good times, man. Good times. Good times, good times. All right, quick break. He's here. He'll be joining us. Our buddy, Jeff Birchfield, in the house, ready to roll. Talk a little NASCAR. I'm going to get his take on Brendan Sorsby, get his take on several things. We'll be right back after this. We're live at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26 on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
We're talking to Michaela Miller, one of our great sponsors at Phil's Dream Pit. Springtime events coming up, Bible schools, class reunions, wedding receptions, you name it. How can you help us in the springtime?
Meat, bulk orders, meat by the pound. Come out, order some pulled pork, get you some buns, maybe a side or two.
Let's talk Dream Packs. Tell us about the Dream Packs.
Dream packs, we start at 4, go as big as you need. Honestly, as big as you need. I got one tomorrow for 104. Pulled pork, 3 sides. We do offer pork, chicken, pulled beef, brisket. We even do the half chickens on the bone. But yeah, you get the meat, 3 sides, sauce, and buns.
Phone number to call is 349-6437 for the Dream Packs. Feeds 4 at a time, and you can do as many as you want. Then you talk about meat by the pound. Got something coming up. You just want the meat. Tell us about the meat by the pound. How's that work?
We pretty much 1 pound will, 1 pound will feed 4. Comes out to about $15.99 per pound.
What's my options on the meat?
Really, when you do it by the meat, you can do anything. Ribs, half chickens, pork, brisket, turkey, chicken. We even got Italian sausage and jalapeno, cheddars.
There you go.
Really anything we can do in bulk.
It's all right here. Dream Packs or meat by the pound. You got an event coming up. You need some help. It's a phone call away. 423-349-6437. The quest for perfect barbecue. Phil's Dream Pit, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we're live here again at Phil's Dream Pit. The quest for perfect barbecue. Hello to David Garland. He's got one going to Mississippi State. We're talking about big-time players going to big-time programs. Will Bowers, again, committing to play football as a place kicker at Iowa State. Andrea Flores, pretty good player, wasn't she? Yeah, she can play. She can fill it up. Heading off to, Mississippi State? Will be a Lady Bulldog. So we're proud of all these kids, these local, call them the local yokels, these youngsters heading off to play. And, of course, we're proud of Parker Hughes, drafted by the Jacksonville Jags. So, anyway, we're very blessed to promote these kids around here, young people. So, anyway, Will Bowers, lead story there on the front page of the John City Press. Here it is right here. We'll show you one more time. It goes like this. Elizabethans Bowers heading to Iowa State to be a Cyclone, to kick the ball. He'll be a Cyclone this year, his senior year. And he'll be a Cyclone, obviously, at Iowa State. And he may be kicking on Sunday before it's all said and done, which would be really, really cool. So, again, Spencer Strider put on the shelf. He's down 4 weeks now, the starter for the Atlanta Braves. I brought up J.R. Ritchie's going to bring him out of the bullpen, let him be that 4th starter. Swellenbach and Shawver Smith are throwing again, so that's good news for the Braves. They'll open up a series not against Tony Vitello, the embattled manager of the San Francisco Giants. Again, the Texas Rangers without Evan Carter, who's on the shelf until next Tuesday. They'll open up a series tonight against Minnesota, and the Reds are at home against the New York Mets. That's our three teams we stay on top of. College World Series tonight. Elimination game, West Virginia and Troy will be actually this afternoon at 2 o'clock. Losers eliminated. Same with the second game tonight, Georgia and Texas at 8 o'clock. And those are elimination games. So every pitch, you know the story, every pitch, every strike, every swing, everything's going to be tight, because somebody's season. So, and it is, as I said, I watched it, and I don't get too tore up, but I saw the baseball players of West Virginia down the foul line with their arms on each other singing, "Take Me Home Country Roads," and the whole stadium singing. Man, that got to me. That's my home. It was really a cool moment. And, of course, Tennessee did it with Rocky Top out there at the College World Series a couple of years ago when they won it. And I get it. But to hear the team down the line with their arms on each other singing, they led the crowd in singing, "Take Me Home Country Roads." I loved it. So, anyway, they play at 2 o'clock against Troy. Losers eliminated. Tonight, Georgia and Texas, elimination game 2. The Bulldogs on the ropes. I called them to win the whole thing. So bracket 1, bracket 2, then they'll get into the World Series. It'll be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, the best out of 3 to determine who wins the college baseball national championship. Right now, I'm telling you, you got to look at Texas playing some good baseball, to say the least. North Carolina's still in it. They'll play the winner of the West Virginia game, and then Oklahoma plays the winner of the Georgia-Texas game. And the Sooners disposed of Georgia last night, which was an impressive game. The Bulldogs can play. And so they put them in the losers bracket game, and so they're playing for survival tonight. So North Carolina will play tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon they'll play the winner of the West Virginia-Troy game tomorrow, and Oklahoma plays the winner of the Georgia-Texas game tomorrow. So some good baseball. Thank you, Tom. What a great job you do promoting kids. She's already there. Wow. The Garlands have the empty nest syndrome. Whew. I can tell you as a daddy, I'm sure David has experienced this. Whew. You go down the hall and look in that room where she's normally there sleeping or whatever she's doing, and she ain't there, it's empty. Oh. Remember my girls went off to college, and it's like you go down the hall and ain't there. Empty room. Cleaned out, of course. Took a lot of their belongings to the dorm. And so it's like, wow. You're talking about just kick you in the gut, especially for a daddy. Daddy's little girl, which I think she's, what I can tell, obviously, she loves her mama, but she's a daddy's girl too. But so anyway, so she's at Mississippi State. And so, yeah, you go down the hall and you open the door and it's like, gone. It's new chapter in life, but it'll get to you. So, but it's part of it. And one of these days, they get married and bring Rugrats back home and grandkids. You spoil them, you sugar them up and go, take them back. You jack them up with sugar, take them and get them candy and whatever. Dad wouldn't want to eat so much candy. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, eat another Reese cup, another Hershey bar. You go, take and give them back to them. Oh, they should get so mad at me. So, very quiet around now. I'm telling you, sir. You can hear the crickets chirping. Oh, remember those days. So, still have those days. But I remember when she first went away to school. Cut me like a knife. What's that? Is that Brian Adams singing that song? Cuts like a knife. You go down the hall, she ain't there. Daddy's little girl's gone. All those years of elementary and middle school, now she went off to college and the room's empty. Because she's went off. It's like, oh, yeah. But she's playing basketball and she's got her scholarship and she's earned it and she'll do good. She'll make us proud. Well, he's in the house. Elvis is in the building. Jeff Birchfield, sports writer, Johnson City Press. He joins us next talking NASCAR. Got a new race in San Diego. I don't get it. And then the in-season challenge. What's that all about? I don't get it. But he does. He'll tell us all about it next on the Tom Taylor Sports.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Back on the Tom Noah Sports Show. Oh, this guy's a hoot. I love this guy being on the show. He was grabbed the mic, started singing. Do what you just did, a little Elvis. Bop, bop, shoe, bop. Go ahead and do it. Embarrass yourself.
Oh, yeah. Bop, bop, a loo, bop, lop, bamboo. I guess that's actually a little richer. Is Tutti Frutti?
Yeah, it was Tutti Frutti. There you go. Jeff Birchfield, sports writer, John City Press, joins us on the show. Oh, Carolyn Birchfield, look here. She gave us a thumbs up. Her mama she's been on those emojis again.
Yeah, tell her I was telling you about substituting for my grandma's little preacher there, so that's good.
Yeah, Brandon Young, that's who you're speaking about, from Harmony Free Will Baptist Church.
Yeah, used to be over there in Cane Creek, so he was like over in Bakersfield, and that was actually my grandma's preacher back in the day.
Oh, really?
Mm.
He's a Caniac. He and his wife went nuts when the Hurricanes won the Stanley Cup. They sent a thing about woohoo about 5 times down through my Facebook page. They were jacked up because they're big. They call themselves Caniacs. They're Carolina Hurricane fans. So, all right, NASCAR. So Denny Hamlin 3 in a row.
Yeah, and I mean we predicted it on the show last week.
You
I mean
did.
that's really his best track is Pocono, and man, he's just on a roll. But now this week he's probably not going to win, I would say,
because it's got that goofy road course, and we'll talk about that in a second. I do want to talk about Birchfield's banana pudding. Woo, doggies. Your mama's killing me. I called her up and thanked her. You want some more? And I thought, I wasn't going to be a hog. And I thought, well, does a cow give milk? Sure, I'd like to have more. I'm not going to be a hog about it. She was kind enough to make that and Mexican cornbread, not at the same time, but the banana pudding. The best part of the whole story was she made him go get the bananas. I made Jeff go get bananas and the wafers at the grocery store.
Oh, yeah. And I didn't even get any of it. What do you think of that?
That's the best part. She sent him to the store to get banana pudding for me, and you don't get any of it. You didn't get any at all?
I think I did get maybe one bite, but that was it.
Oh, I love it. What a great story. So anyway, hello, Mama. And Papa. Papa's watching, too. His Papa and his Mama. And I don't guess I've ever met them, have I?
No, they never have.
Yeah.
They don't get around as much as they used to did.
Yeah, maybe we meet them Sunday. Maybe you'll bring them Sunday. Maybe they can come Sunday. Love to see them. All right, so here we go. Denny Hamlin makes it 3 straight. His 8th win at Pocono, passes the late Kyle Busch to 9th on the all-time wins list. So this guy, is this his year? He's been trying to lock that door down.
Well, you would think so. I mean, he really had the championship wrapped up last year with 3 laps to go, and then they have the late caution, and, you know, he ends up losing the championship then to Kyle Larson on that restart, which is real unfortunate because Denny's dad had been battling cancer, and then, of course, during the off season, you had the fire where his mom and dad's house, burnt down and all, and his father unfortunately got killed in that. So, man, he's been through a lot the last few months.
He has. And so, what's he, 45 years old? So, in NASCAR terms, that's long in the tooth, isn't it?
It is long in the tooth, but, you wonder, he's supposed to retire at the end of 2027, is what he's been saying.
Mm-hmm.
Said he's, satisfied with what he's accomplished. You wonder if he would stay another 5 years, could he pass Earnhardt for 8th on the all-time win list? Because Dale's at 76. Denny's at 64 now after winning Sunday.
So he needs 12 to tie him and 13 to pass him.
Yeah.
So we always thought, I know when Earnhardt passed away, I thought that's one will be never caught, be insurmountable, but he's within striking range, isn't he?
He has, and since, that, I mean, Jeff Gordon's won more than Earnhardt, and so is Jimmy Johnson as far as, like I said, on the all-time win list. So not out of the question for Denny, and I think if Kyle Busch had stayed in good equipment, he could have definitely had a shot.
Don and Jeff Birchmore, we're live here again at Phil's Dream Pit. So, new race this week. Who sets down and says, we want to go to a new place? We're going to San Diego for a new race. It looks like it's a road course race in downtown San Diego. So, who sits down and, number one, says we want another road course, and who decides we're going to go to a new place?
Well, I would say that is decided in Daytona, Florida, with the NASCAR officials. And, it's actually on Naval Base Coronado there is where they're racing on. So it's interesting to have the first race on a naval base like that. We've seen basketball games, on the naval carriers and all, but, I guess it's a pretty neat deal. It's like a 4-mile road course that they're going to be racing this week.
So they're actually going to race. Here, let me have that. It's an actual race on the naval base.
Yeah, on the naval base.
So that makes no sense to me, but there's a lot of things that make sense to me, but that one makes, so they're going to block off the naval base and bring all these crews in. Can the fans go and watch it too? It's going to be a fanless race.
No, as far as I know, they're going to have, where fans can come in and watch it. So,
see, then I'm thinking, of course, I'm always ciphering, but I'm thinking, okay, we're going to put all these people on a naval base. There's got to be some security clearances somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of security.
Any Yahoo walk in there on the naval base in San Diego, California, and to watch a NASCAR race, I'm sure there's going to be I's dotted and T's crossed from security, but I don't get it. They stay there next week and stay in Sonoma, and then they get into the July schedule, which gets back to more traditional racing, in my opinion. So you like this track? It's a newbie, but you like.
I'm not a huge, as you and I've talked before, I'm not a huge fan of road course racing.
No.
Of the road courses, Sonoma probably is my favorite, the one they're going to next week, because it's like a short track among road courses and stuff, a little smaller venue and all. They don't go quite as fast at Sonoma as they do Watkins Glen. As far as this track, I have no idea what we're going to see.
Yeah.
And also, obviously Shane Van Gisbergen's going to be the heavy favorite on that. But, you've got other guys, particularly Tyler Reddick, won earlier this year at Circuit of the Americas. Some of the other guys, the Hendrick guys, usually do well on the road courses with Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson and William Byron. Those guys probably contenders as well this week.
So they're in San Diego this weekend. The Androils, I'm saying it right, the Androil 250, I think is what they call it.
I think so. And then you've got another guy I didn't mention, would normally be among the favorites, but where he's still got the fractured wrist, I think Christopher Bell, he ran well at Pocono until, had to pit late and all. So you'd think he would be a favorite, but with that wrist, I think, this is a race that could affect him, these road course races.
Is it his shifter wrist or is it his left wrist?
It's his shifter wrist.
So that would be problematic, wouldn't it? Try and shift with a broken arm or broken wrist. So
well, they do the sequential shifting now, so it's not quite as like a old H pattern like they used to have.
Oh, it's not?
No.
What's
a sequential's like you have on a motorcycle, where you
1 down, 4 up?
Yeah.
Okay. Used to have a motorcycle. Was it 1 down, 4 up, or 1 up, 4 down? Maybe it was 1 up and 4 down. Maybe that's what it was when I had a motorcycle back in the day. We're live here again at Phil's Dream Pit. So right now it's Tyler Reddick leading the race, leading the points. However, with Hamlin's success, He's what, 19 down now, right?
Yeah, and Denny, I mean, he comes out a winner, I guess, either way, because he co-owns the car at Tyler Drives, and then obviously, but as a driver, I know Denny wants to win a championship as a driver first, you know.
I would think so, yes. I mean, he'll have his chance being owner after he gets out of the sport, but actively driving, I would think there's not many years left, I don't think. In fact, he said next year is his swan song, so you want to get it this year or next year. And so he's there. I noticed on the outside looking in were the two old guards, Kozlowski and Joey Logano. They're on the outside looking in right now. But the usuals are up and down that 16 name list. And so Chase Elliott, Bubba Wallace, Van Gisbergen, on and on they go. So this is it's a maiden voyage, so everybody's at ground zero to go to this race because nobody's been there before.
Yeah, and maybe this would be a good race for Joey Logano. He seems to always do well when they go to new places. I know he, of course, won when Bristol first race on dirt, you know, when they put dirt on Bristol, and he's won, you know, some other races like that. And but, you know, like I said, he's really not had a good year to this point, you know, by his standards.
The in-season challenge bracket. That will start soon, and it will start on June 28th at Sonoma next weekend, making stops at Chicagoland, Echo Park, North Wilkesboro, and the championship in Indianapolis on July 26th. What is the in-season challenge all about?
Well, that's something that NASCAR came up with last year to add a little excitement to some of these summer races, you know, because you don't have the playoffs or now the chase, you know, back, and also – you know, it turned out to be a pretty interesting thing last year. Ty Gibbs ended up winning it, and, you know, probably the biggest surprise there was Ty Dillon was one of the lowest seeds, and yet he come up and finished runner-up in the deal, you know, last year at Indianapolis.
So they do it with NBA, the in-season games. They call it whatever they call it. So I just think it's trying to boost ratings because they know it's a dead spot in the season. Same with this, the in-season challenge bracket. I mean, the fans getting behind this is like, oh, well, it's something else to.
Yeah, I think it's more like the, oh, well, something else, because I couldn't tell you who won the NBA in-season deal, be honest with you. I know the Knicks just won the championship, but I couldn't tell you who was the in-season challenge winner in the NBA.
Me either. I don't care. So, anyway, the NASCAR stop this weekend, brand new stop in the Naval Base Coronado in San Diego, California, then Sonoma. Then they start coming back this way. I don't have in front of me.
Yeah, you said Chicagoland, and then the Echo Park, which is Atlanta, which is more of a drafting type track, and then go to the short track at North Wilkesboro.
Which is a good track.
Good track, and really from Johnson City, I think only 80 miles. So, you know, it's not a far it's second closest track, obviously, behind Bristol.
You want to go?
I am going to be covering that one.
Are you really?
Yeah, sure am.
I might jump in and go with you.
Yeah, actually, Greg Hoffman, who's the general manager over there at North Wilkesboro, he also works some for Bristol Motor Speedway, but he lives in Johnson City, although I talked to him Sunday at the drag race, and he's going to be at Wilkesboro, you know, until the race is over for sure.
He's a good guy, too. So I might jump in and go with you.
Yeah.
When is it, the race in North
July
Wilkesboro?
19th.
July 19th.
Only thing I hate on that is the same day I went last year, the IndyCar race in Nashville, and really enjoyed it. And those are actually the same day this year. So
scheduling conflict. All right, got some other things to take a look at. TLSAA comes out and says they're going to put a shot clock in high school basketball, 35-second shot clock. Right now it's voluntarily, but by the 29 season, you got to have it on your campus and in your gym. What's your take on a shot clock?
Well, like we were talking, you know, last week, I mean, I think it's good the way they're not forcing everybody to do it all at the same time, because it's easier, obviously, for the big schools to find people to operate the clock and to put in, you know, the extra, you know, technology they need and all for that. So, you know, it's you know, probably good that they're not forcing the smaller schools to do it right away like they are, you know, at Dobbins Bend or Science Hill, where it has a lot more resources.
You take a school like Unaka, which is a single-A school, and it's going to be very costly to put in 2 clocks and then pay someone and then run the technology, although I think it's wireless.
Yeah.
But still, put 2 clocks on either end. It's mandatory, and then have someone sitting there at the scores table. That most of these places are already crunched for space anyway, but you got to have a shot clock operator. So financially and economically, it will be a big expense for these smaller schools that they don't really they'll have to do it, but it's money they don't really want to spend, right?
Yeah, for sure. And I guess the flip side of that for these bigger schools, they're like, if we're having kids, we're preparing them for college and getting used to playing with the shot clock and all that. So, I mean, there's positives and negatives like there is anything in life, really.
You know Keith Barnett?
I do.
Yep. He says, looking forward to having you Sunday at Sinking Creek. Oh, hopefully Jeff will be there too. Boy, there's a friendly
I'm
reminder.
getting all kinds of pressure to be at my home church there. Well, I've been going a lot over to Irwin with my brother, little church he'd been attending. But yeah, I'll be at Sinking Creek Sunday. I've already promised you.
There you go. So Keith Barnett says hopefully Jeff will be there too. So we'll be there.
Well, and I just said I would, and if I'm not, then I'm a dirty liar. So.
A dirty lar. LAR, dirty lar. There you go. So shot clock's okay. All right, the new seating for the tournaments going forward. Instead of the blind draw, they're going to go away from that and do a seating for the basketball tournaments. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I guess they're trying to get the theoretically two best teams, but the way I look at it, if sometimes you get those matchups. I sort of like the blind draw in one sense, because that gives some other teams maybe an opportunity to win win the whole thing.
So
and if you're good enough, you're going to win it anyway, right?
Yep, that's it. No matter who you're playing. Keith Barnett said good, so you passed the test. He's saying good. That's awesome. Well, yeah, because you look at strength of schedule, the RPI rating. I think Max Prep's going to get involved with this as far as the rating system of these teams, and so I see both ways. But again, they're trying to spruce it up a little bit, trying to jazz it up. The spring fling, is it going back? I know they were voting, and where are they going to go with that one?
Well, hopefully they go back to having a spring fling again in Murfreesboro. I mean, in one sense, it worked out well for us this year because I covered tennis in Chattanooga, and then Tanner Cook helped us out. He covered track in Knoxville, and then we had other folks down in Murfreesboro, JD and Andrew. J.D. Vaughn, Andrew Smith covering, the baseball, softball down there, and soccer. But it ended up working out well for us because, we were able to get to everything pretty easy. And this year there was so many things going on outside of just the high school state playoff. So that ended up working out well for us. But I like having it there in Murfreesboro, everything together, people supporting each other and all that. But,
What makes me think they're doing something in Memphis next year? Is it the soccer? Something's going to Memphis.
I can't
Track and field. Something's going to.
Yeah, I can't remember what it is, but yeah, I was thinking of all these coaches around here were happy when the track and field's in Knoxville. They're not going to be as happy if they go to Memphis next year.
Which makes no sense, quite frankly. I mean, you put it in the middle of the state. Okay, we got to drive from here. Okay, and they got to drive from Memphis. It's almost even, Steven. So it is a haul for either side of the state, but the best place to put it, in my opinion, geographically, proximity-wise, would be somewhere where it has been in Nashville or Murfreesboro.
Well,
but
right there in Murfreesboro, close to the Middle Tennessee State campus, there's a marker that says geographical center of the state. And
that's
it's
really?
right there. So it's like probably half mile from campus. So, yeah, I mean, it's the perfect location for me. I know the track coaches liked having it in at UT because the track at Middle Tennessee State had gotten a little worn out and all, but I hope it's back there, like I said, sooner rather than later.
TSSAA. Oh, it's a no-brainer. Put it in the middle of the state. It's spring fling, which is baseball, softball, track and field, tennis, and soccer, correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
So put it in the middle of the state so it's okay, it's a haul for everybody, but at least we're all on a level playing field.
Well, I can remember some of the heyday of Science Hill tennis when Pete Zanis was there, like in around 2008 and 9. They won like state championships, but there were a lot of the baseball team at Science Hill would come and support the tennis teams when they're playing, and tennis team goes support the baseball teams, and that's a cool thing, maybe those two sports otherwise, they don't really support each other like that, but that those guys all support each other, and they have. I know some of those folks have friendships lasting even to this day.
Sure, absolutely. So, Brendan Sorsby, lead story this morning, leaving Texas Tech, going to go to the NFL draft. So all this hoopla about him playing and going to sue, not play Texas Tech and sue the school and blah, 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 blah. It's all gone by the boards. He is withdrawn from school, going to the NFL draft, and I think that was the right move for everybody.
Probably was. I'm sure Texas Tech, in a way, is a sigh of relief, with that, with all the controversies been around that.
Well put. So, and as I said earlier in the show, he left Cincinnati, University of Cincinnati, to come to Texas Tech. Went from $1 million to $5 million, got a little pay raise there. And so Cody Campbell, who's the money man behind Texas Tech, says, we're going to give him his $5 million for his troubles. So don't cry too many tears, old boy, because he's making $5 million riding off into the sunset.
Lord have mercy. I wish I'd get something like that.
Yeah. As I said earlier in the show, too, I looked up Parker Hughes is trying to make the team in Jacksonville. If he makes the team, the first year salary for a rookie in the National Football League is $880,000. If he doesn't make the team, but he's on the practice squad, which means he's still there, we used to call them practice dummies, and I don't think he's a dummy, but we used to call it practice where you just practiced against the varsity team. I got to be part of that once. That wasn't much fun. But if he does that, it's $225,000 or $325,000.
Still not a bad salary at all.
No, for a young man out of Hampton, Tennessee, Elizabethton, Tennessee. So anyway, that's where he's at. And you take that, and that's a drop in the bucket to $5 million to throw a football for a college football team.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the crazy thing you're talking about. I mean, Parker's trying to make it at the pro level, and they're paying more for college. That's just insane. But of course, college football is such big business.
Oh, absolutely, it is insane. So, ETSU getting ready for the Bucks again this year?
Yeah, definitely. The Bucks open with Campbell, which they should win that home opener, second straight year. I know they won big over Murray State last year to start the season. Then they have Tusculum as their second game. Was supposed to be North Dakota State, flying out there, and then when North Dakota State moved up a level, that they axed that game. So ETSU's old defensive coordinator Billy Taylor's bringing Tusculum up there. The Bucks theoretically should be 2-0, and then the third game's really interesting because they go to North Carolina. I think that's a team everybody's got their eyes on this year with Bill Belichick's second year. The first year obviously didn't go well, but brought in former Arkansas and Louisville coach Bobby Petrino as offensive coordinator, and they've got a lot of talent coming there. And then the fourth game, which is another home game, should be really interesting too. ETSU plays West Georgia. That's a team that came back on them in the fourth quarter and beat them last year. But you'd think the Bucks would be favorite and probably off to, if all things go as you would expect, off to a 3-1 start before they get into the conference schedule.
Yep. So that's what's going on in ETSU football. Anything? What else are you covering right now? Appalachian League?
A little bit of Appalachian League. I'm probably going to be out there tomorrow covering a little. Of course, doing a lot of racing. Had the NHRA this past weekend at Bristol, which good and bad. The weather obviously wasn't the best for the fans and stuff. When it wasn't raining, is the heat and humidity the humidity especially this year was a lot worse than it even typically is for this time of year. So some of the cars were having a tough time getting down the track with that happening. But, yeah, I got Kingsport Speedway coming up this weekend. Lonesome Pines racing Saturday night as far as local racing. Got some stories, talked to Tony Pedregon, who's a former NHRA funny car champion and does the stuff for Fox Sports. Actually, was pretty cool. I got to go in the Fox Sports booth for Sunday to watch a little bit. So that was neat. Yeah, I slipped over there. Most of the people in the press box had no idea where I'd gone, but that's good.
You just snuck around, didn't you?
You know me. I'm sneaky.
Sneaky Pete. It's like a stealth bomber. He just runs under the radar. So if you had to grade the weekend with the drags of Bristol, A, B, C, or D, crowd, weather, competition, how would you grade it?
Competition was good. Crowd was decent. Wasn't as good as typical, but that's to be expected because weather was awful.
Mm-hmm.
And, overall atmosphere still great at the NHRA events. They're fantastic. So, I'd still probably give it a B- because you still have a good time if you go there, with an open mind and ready, for, just a fun atmosphere.
Mm-hmm. If you see right here on the screen, because I know they'll start working, you're 66 days away from high school football. So it won't be long. You guys will be out going to media days, right?
Oh gosh, those start actually next month. They started in late July now, usually around July 20th. Used to those wouldn't start until the 1st of August, but they keep on moving them up, which in a way I don't mind. That gives us some more good summer content, and then also, we're able to go ahead because we always put out a nice special section, for football season. And then speaking of high school football, I know some of our guys have been covering 7-on-7 games. I think a couple of them were scheduled today.
Yep. And, of course, at the top of the sports section from Elizabethton, Tennessee, Will Bowers going from Elizabethton Cyclones till next year. He's a senior coming in. Next year he'll be kicking for the Iowa State Cyclones.
Yeah, sure
It's
is.
a big deal.
Then we had the bottom of the page there, former Dobbins Bennett player, Tanner Kilgore. He's playing with the Axemen. And then, of course, got my story about NHRA follow-up, sort of the centerpiece today.
Mm-hmm.
And then talking a little bit about the World Cup. There's a lot of interest in that, obviously, around the country this year with the U.S. hosting.
So it was a triumphant end to an often frustrating weekend at Bristol Dragway, is the way you started. Faced with less than ideal weather conditions. So when it wasn't raining, it was bloody hot up there, wasn't it?
Yeah, the humidity is just awful this weekend.
Yeah. You was up in the Fox box, so you were cool. And
well, that was Sunday, but no, I got out there some. I'm not,
I'm with a celebrity here, folks. When he walks in places, Mr. Birchfield, how can we help you, sir? And there you go. It is what it is. It's tough being you, isn't it?
It is tough being me.
Probably. And congratulations.
I'd say celebrity. I've been out there kickback jacks eating, and like all those ladies and stuff come up and talk to you and all. I feel like I'm with a celebrity at that time.
They're all just wanting to shoot the bull with me, and I'll shoot it with them. By the way, your pictures of your daughter, a beautiful, beautiful bride.
Well, thank you very much. She's on her honeymoon right now.
There you go. So, and that's awesome. A proud papa. Please tell me you didn't have shorts on at the wedding. You had long breeches on?
I had to put the shorts on after. I actually did dress up in my suit jacket and pants and all that. But, man, after that thing was done, I was cleaning up. I had to get in those shorts. I was burning up that day.
He's got shorts on today, and normally it's about 25 degrees outside. Here he comes with shorts on. So it's like, are you cold? No, I'm not cold. So he wears shorts all the time. I thought, surely to goodness you put on long breeches for your daughter's wedding, and you did.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
Keith, same way. I was talking to Keith Barnett. He's always wearing shorts. Usually from about March to November, I think we're both in shorts most of the time.
I would think your mother would be mortified if you showed up to your daughter's wedding in shorts.
Oh, yeah. Well, my daughter probably wouldn't have been too
She'd
happy.
been mortified, too. It's like, Dad, go put some long pants on. And he did. So she's married off, and she's on her honeymoon, and he's back to the grind.
Yeah, now my son's getting married in September, so we got to
Good
get
night.
ready for that one.
Yeah. Are you hungry?
I am hungry. I'm ready for some Phil's Dream Pit barbecue.
Barbecue. The man is a piece of work. All right, we'll get him some barbecue. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back after this with Axel Stein Shines on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Jeff Birchfield, sports writer, John City Press, Kingsport Times News. Steins with a special song. Take it away, Axel.
The Eagle Center is right downtown. The second block is where we're found. We have crocs and clocks and a lot of things. Tools and glass and shiny rings. Coins and books and mirrors too. All these things just waiting for you. Beautiful furniture and much, much more. You gotta come visit our store.
One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Football, again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursinghome.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Why shop at the Jeweler's Bench?
Because we're a hometown store with full service, expertise. We offer everything from custom design to watch batteries to ring sizing to jewelry repair. Everything's done under one roof.
One stop. You have watches, you have pearls, you have E. Newtons, you have Pandora, you have the Naked Bee lotion line, if you will. You have something truly for everybody, correct?
We do, yes.
Talk about kids' jewelry. Talk about it real quick.
Yeah, we have earrings, bracelets, a few rings, and the kids' stuff.
Yep.
So, I mean, you can spend anywhere from $5 up to however much you want to spend.
Yep.
We've got a good range.
How do we find you on social media?
Facebook and Instagram.
How do we find you on the telephone? The number is
423-542-5600.
And the hours you are open?
Is Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and on Saturdays, 9:30 to 4.
Springtime, summertime, anytime's a good time to shop at the Jeweler's Bench. And Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show, and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports at the Jeweler's Bench. Back on the Tom Taylor, there we go. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We are here, and she is here. Miss Tara's in the house. See if I can get your last name right. Tara Salamina.
That's very good pronunciation.
Did I get it?
Yeah.
Really? Tell the truth.
First time.
There you go. Italian girl, Tara Salamina. I love it. So we're here again at Phil's Dream Pit. Okay, the second location. Brian was here. He's on his way. He's over there now working on it. But late summer. He said, just tell him late summer. It'll be worth the wait. Once it gets open, they're doing some redos over there for again with the Big Dan's Barbecue. Now it's going to be is now Phil's Dream Pit. So this one will stay open. We're going to open up the second location. So I want to hit this button because we're going to talk about catering. This lady is your catering coordinator. So here we go. Talking with Tara, the catering coordinator right here at Phil's Dream Pit, great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Summertime's here. Catering. How can you help us with an event?
Well, we're doing weddings, rehearsal dinners, reunions, graduation parties. And even if you feel like it's getting down to the wire, give us a call because we can usually accommodate you.
Absolutely. So do you bring it and set it up? Do we come get it? How does that work?
All of the above. So you can either have us come out and do a full catering where we have like a crew of people come and serve your guests and clean up afterwards. We also have our mini catering where it's just one person that comes out and like makes sandwiches, and then you do the rest buffet, the sides and everything buffet style. We can also do a drop off and set up, and that's where we deliver it to your location and set everything up. And then we can also do, pick up in the restaurant. So basically we can, and whatever you need to meet your budget, we can work with.
Sure, the budget. Now, on the menu itself, do we pick? Do you have certain items we pick for catering, or is it anything on the menu?
It's pretty much anything on the menu is available for the catering. I may, if you want some advice, I'm happy to give it,
So, phone number is?
423-798-7899.
423-798-7899 to get your catering needs taken care of right here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Here's your catering coordinator. She is the lady who can make it go for you. Tara Salamino from Phil's Dream Pit, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Just made a commercial. So you did catering today. Where'd you go?
I went to 2 locations in Johnson City already today, and those were just drop-offs. So I bring the food and make sure it's set up and looks nice. And
Then you take off and they take care of it.
Then I get out of their hair.
There you go. So they call in and say, Tara, we want, how many was it for today?
I believe the first one was for 80, and then the other one was for like 25.
Okay. So they call them and say, I want you to come bring the food for 80 people. Here's the menu. What's the budget?
Yeah.
Or what you say, what's the budget? And they say, here's what we got to spend. And so you make it work. So you took it and dropped off and you came back, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now
And then they had another one waiting on me when I got back.
yes, I love it. So the second catering, same thing?
Yes.
You take
yeah.
a drop, you drop and came back? Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, that one was actually an online order, so you can go online and on the website and do a smaller catering request.
So you can, okay, if it's a really hotsy-potsy thing, a wedding reception, whatever, you guys and girls can come out and actually serve the food too, right?
Yes.
You will do that.
Oh yeah.
So what's the most prevalent you have? Do you drop them off or you go serve it?
Probably the drop off.
Drop off?
Yeah, and I'm sure that's due to the expense.
Sure. Because it's going to cost somebody to be there to serve it and clean it up and all that. I mean, hello, it's kind of a given, but so you can do it either way. And what's the most common thing on the menu? Chicken?
Oh no, the pork.
Pulled pork?
Pulled pork.
Was that it? That's the
Almost
biggie?
every time.
Oh,
yeah.
really? All right.
Yeah.
What are the common sides you sell out of?
Baked beans, mac and cheese, and coleslaw.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. The mac and cheese and the baked beans and all of it, coleslaw too.
Yeah.
Of course, I like hash brown casserole, but it's here. You can't.
Mhm.
And then the banana pudding. Oh, love the banana
Yes,
pudding.
and we could do pans of banana pudding now too.
Pans of it?
Mhm.
Awesome. So, Tara Salamino, folks, let me show you her card again. She is, there you see the number 423-798-7899. So you got wedding receptions, birthday parties. I'm sure you had some graduation parties, class reunions.
I had a gentleman come in earlier too. He's gonna have a cookout like at a lake motorcycle event.
Mhm.
So he's gonna be picking up much food to have served there.
I saw you working a deal with him on that deal. Yeah. Seems like a nice guy. These
Yes.
Motorcycle folks coming in to do that. So it runs the gamut. So the smallest you can do is how many?
I think it's 16.
16?
Yeah.
The most you can do is,
Well, there's no limit.
there is no limit.
Yeah.
What's the biggest one you've done so far?
Probably about 600.
600?
Yeah.
600.
Yes.
Wow. 600? You've done a party for 600 people.
Yes.
Good
Yeah,
Lord.
we got all kinds of people on call.
Wow.
But the delivery option is really nice for a lot of people that are working, with the budget, because I don't think a lot of the restaurants are doing that option, where we could just come and set it up and you're all ready to go.
You've already done the 600. You're going to do 600. You've already done it?
Already done it.
It's already been in the past.
Yeah.
6. I'm thinking, okay, she probably does for like, well, she did 80 today. So I'm thinking, okay, and maybe 100 people. 600 people. That's a lot of prep, but that's awesome. So anywhere from 15 to 16, all the way up to 600, I guess even more if you need to be, but gives you an idea how versatile they are. And so, again, that number is 423, to call her directly, 798 7899. If you can't say her last name, which is just say Tara.
We'll forgive you.
Never forgive you. I'm sure there's other people get that last name mixed up,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
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 Tara Salamina. I love it. It's Italian girl. So anyway, catering coordinator does a great job. She said, what's funny is it took me forever to get her on here. So I came in here last week to eat, and she said, now the next time I'm on here, we're going to talk about catering. I said, yes, yes, ma'am. So you like doing it. You do a good job. I've had people
Yeah.
say,
It is. It's nice making people happy,
sure, absolutely. But you did a good job on the interview, too. Last time you were on that, people say, man, did she know what she's doing? I said, I just threw her to the wolves. And just like today, you just came off break. I said, you ready? He goes, okay.
I guess I'm a natural.
You aren't? There you go. So that's how she's a natural. Yeah, does a good job. Her and Hub. So I'll let you go. Go back at it. Thank you, lady. There you go. Tara Salamina, folks, the catering coordinator here at Phil's. Again, the second location opening up, as we said, they'll open it up in late summer in downtown Elizabethton. And so for those of you waiting for it, and I get it almost on a weekly basis, when are they coming? When are they coming? When are they coming? Or they're coming. And it is going to be well worth the wait, I can tell you. They are excellent. Excellent, excellent food. What'd you get, big guy? Brisket? Brisket, barbecue beans, and what? Oh, pulled pork. Oh, you got brisket and pulled pork. Oh, he double dipped. He got him some baked beans and looks like macaroni salad. I get it right? Yeah. There you go. Pretty good grub, folks. Pretty good grub. Not pretty good, real good grub. All right, let's wrap it up and get out of here with a verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man that hung on the cross. Here it is. This is awesome. This is great. Listen to this. We wait. This is Psalms 33, 20, 21, and 22. We wait and hope for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. In him our hearts rejoice, for we trust in his holy name. You can try everything else. I can tell you from firsthand. You better be trusting in him because he runs the show. May your unfailing love rest upon us, O Lord, even as we put our hope in you. Then I finished it by saying, thank you, Lord Jesus. We can put our hope and trust solely in you in our daily lives with our problems and situations, and you will never fail to love us no matter what. Never, ever. Hallelujah. That's awesome. Psalms 33, 20 through 22. We wait and hope for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. In him our hearts rejoice, for we trust in his holy name. May your unfailing love rest upon us. It's a good way to end it. Thanks for being with us again. Our guest today was Mr. Birchfield and also Tara. And we appreciate you all being with us at the other end of the camera. We'll rejoin you tomorrow from Elizabethton at the Summer Learning Camp. We've never done this before. We're going there tomorrow to meet some youngins. And, of course, we'll still do our sports show, Talk Sports. We're going to meet some kids there tomorrow having fun in the Summer Learning Camp in Elizabethton City Schools. Thursday will be Big John's Closeouts where they hammer high prices. Got all kinds of sales going on right now at Big John's, and we'll wrap up the week and kick off the weekend right down the street here from where we are at Food City and Gray on the Food City Friday. Later this week, Ryan Whitten joins us. Also, we've got Lucas Honeycutt joining us. We've got Bill Patrick from the Kingsport Speedway joining us later this week, one of our shows. So we will be adding some more guests and be ready to go. Back with you again tomorrow from the Elizabethton City Schools Summer Learning Camp. And we'll come right back after this and tell you goodbye. One more plug for the good folks right here at Phil's Dream Pit. We're talking to Michaela Miller, one of our great sponsors at Phil's Dream Pit.
Really easy way to feed a family or a bunch of people. We start them off at 4. Dream pack for 4 runs $32.99, gives you a pound of meat. You can do pulled pork or pulled chicken, either one at that price. 3 sides, it's a pint each, so it's a 4-ounce serving of meat, 4-ounce serving of 3 different sides. Gives you a really good meal that'll fill you up. It's not something that you eat and you're hungry later, an hour later. I'm going to include your buns, your barbecue sauce. Instead of picking up a pizza, come by here, pick up a Dream Pack. Your family will thank you. And if you need it for more people, the breakdown on it's $8.25 a person. 12 people, for instance, is $99. You'll see that advertising out from us in a lot of different places. Feed 12 people for $99. That gives you 2 pounds of meat, 1.5 quarts of each side. Still gives you the bun, still the barbecue sauce. Really, really popular. I had a group at Eastman just order a 16 for Wednesday. So you call us ahead. We can do as many people as you want. We do 100 people, 200 people. We'll put those in pans for you, or as few as 4. So in even numbers, however many you want, $8.25 a person. You can't beat it.
Cannot beat it, folks. Again, here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. The phone number is 349-6437. Hours are open
11 to 7, Tuesday through Saturday. We take Sunday and Monday off, but we're here the rest of the week.
Social media
on Facebook, maybe Instagram later if one of my kids shows me how to use it, but right now it's on Facebook. That's where people watch you, so we'll figure they've got it here.
And the website is?
Website is philsdreampit.com.
You got it.
I see a familiar face here. Looks like he's ready to talk to you.
He is. That's our buddy Jeff.
Going to talk some NASCAR, I'm betting.
That's our buddy Brian Pipkin, the owner of Phil's Dream Pit, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So to wrap it up again, reminding you the Braves have the Giants tonight. Grant Holmes on the mound for the Atlanta Braves. You got the Reds hosting the Mets and the Rangers back home to battle the Twins. That's our 3 teams we pay attention to. Again, the College World Series, you've got Let's Go Mountaineers, West Virginia and Troy at 2 o'clock in about 45 minutes. And then who we got tonight? Georgia and Texas, is that right? Coming back tonight? Yep, Georgia and Texas. Elimination game tonight at 8 o'clock. College World Series in Omaha. So back with you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Thanks for watching us. Be sure and like us and share us. And Hello, Coach Shipley. How you doing? So if you get a chance, come to Phil's Dream Pit, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26. Their nickname and their slogan is a quest for perfect barbecue. And they can crank it out. Mr. Birchfield has not looked up. He is working on his beans, his brisket, his pulled pork, and his macaroni salad. Ain't no talking over there. It's fork to face, fork to mouth, and I understand that. It's good grub. I'm about to do the same thing. See you back here tomorrow. Thanks for watching show number 2,517 on our quest for 2,600 and ultimately 3,000 shows. We'll see you back here tomorrow, 2518.